This is lecture 40. Now let us continue from the last class. The last class we have seen some of the parameters, some of the two-port network parameters. So one was the Z parameter, where my dependent variables were V1 and V2, whereas my independent variables were I1 and I2. And we know for the Z parameter, that also we can call it as a open circuit parameter, and it where V1 was equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2, and second V2, this was the dependent variable, which was again Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Okay, and also we seen that if the network is reciprocity, then what will happen with the parameter that is there, Z12 will be equal to Z21, and to calculate the individual parameter, what is to be done, I have to make it I2 is equal to 0, that is open circuit the output port or port 2, and calculate V1 or measure V1 I1, and correspondingly you will get it Z1 Z21. Similarly, what next, you make it to the open circuit the port 1, and correspondingly do it for the other cases, that is for Z12 and Z22. Okay. Then next parameter we see that Y parameter, which was the admittance parameter here, and this can be written as, so here what is happening here, dependent variables will be I1 I2 and independent variables will be V1 and V2, and then we can express that this will be Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2, where I2, that is the current at port 2, will be equal to Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. Fine. And also here what we is to do to calculate Y11 Y12 Y21 Y22, we have to do the short circuiting, that is first short circuit the port 2, compute the other parameter, that is Y11 Y21. Similarly, for next time short circuit the port 1, so V1 will be 0, so you will get it Y12 and Y22. And also if the reciprocity networks satisfy, or if the reciprocity property satisfy for the network, then Y12 will be equal to Y21. And also it is to be noted that Y parameter or Z parameter you can obtain from each other, that is once, it means if you know the Z parameters, that is if you know the Z matrix, for example Z11 Z12 Z21 Z22, you can compute the Y parameter using Z inverse, it's using Z inverse into I1 I2, and if you know the Y parameters, you can compute using the Y inverse of it. Okay, but remember Z11 will not be equal to 1 over Y1, this is not true. Okay, then next we have seen the transmission parameter. Basically this is applicable when what I will do, if I have a transmission system, then I will divide into cascaded form, and from that we will obtain the ABCD parameter just by multiplying the ABCD parameter of individual subsystem. Okay, and in that case what is happening, V1 and I1 were the dependent variables, and V2 and I2 were the independent variables. Okay, and there V1 was A V2 minus B I2, whereas for I1 it is C V2 minus D into I2, and this negative sign came because in power transmission or in transmission system, what is to be, they are considering this as a current direction for I2, and for I1 like this, and this is for V1 and this is for V2, which is just the opposite of the direction which we have been considered for that, for computation of all the parameters. Okay, and this is the reason that it has come negative sign. Okay, and what is ABCD parameter in matrix form, it will be A minus B, C and minus D. Okay, or also you can write A B C D with, they make it variable as negative, that is V2 into minus I2. That way also you can compute it. Okay, now next see some couple of examples on ABCD parameters. That is numerical examples we will see. Suppose I have the network like this, something like this. Suppose this is my I1 plus V1, this is I2, and this is plus minus V2, and say this is my Y. So compute the ABCD parameters. What will be my ABCD parameter, that we have to do it here. Okay, so for that we know what is A will be V1 by V2 when I2 is equal to 0. Okay, this is basically A. What is B is minus V1 upon I2 when V2 is 0. What about C will be I1 upon I2 when I1 upon V2 I1 upon V2 when I2 is 0, and similarly D will be minus I1 upon I2 when here V2 will be equal to 0. Okay, so this way we can obtain ABCD parameters. So for that what I need to obtain V1, V2, I1, I2 for this particular network. Okay, so let us obtain first A. So in order to do that, what is to be done? I2 has to be equal to 0. So if I2 is 0 means it is open circuited. It means what? The voltage across this point, that is V1, will be equal to V2. So here what I can say, V1 will be equal to V2, and if this is the case, then what will be A will be here, not minus, here plus. Okay, so A will be V1 by V2, and V1 is equal to V2 here, because voltage across this and across this from this port and this port remains same. Okay, so that's why A is 1. Okay, now to calculate B, what is B? B is minus V1 upon I2 when port 2 will be short circuited, so that I have to short circuit like this. So for that what can be done? Let me draw the components. So first let me short circuit this, and then what will be, this is V1, this is I1, this is my I2, and due to this V2 has become 0, and this component is YA. Okay, so if we have a voltage source like this, okay, which is connected across the short circuit, so what is the current here? So what will be the current? Current will be infinite, right? Means what? I2 will be infinite here. Yes, because if I will connect the voltages across this short circuit, ultimately your current will be infinite, right? And if current will be infinite, then what about B? B will be minus V1 upon, not 0, current will not be 0, but current will be infinite. So minus V1 upon infinite, so B value will be 0. Okay, we know that because if we connect the source across the short circuit thing, ultimately current will be infinite. Okay, then next you obtain the next parameter called C, which is I1 upon V2 where my port 2 is open circuit. So for that let me draw again the network like this. This is fine. Now what I'll do, I'll apply here current source as same here. Okay, so this is my current flowing this way, this is YA, and I2 is 0, but V2 will be something which is like this here. Okay, so what will happen? V2 will be equal to what now? V2 will be equal to simply I1 into impedance, but here admittance, so it will be V2 will be I1 upon YA, right, which is admittance. So from that I can write I1 over V2 will be equal to simple admittance, this part. Okay, this is the C parameter. Now let me calculate what will be my D parameter. So what will be D parameter? D parameter is minus I1 over I2, because B was negative here. Okay, B and D are negative, right? Yeah, negative. So D is minus I1 upon I2 when V2 is 0. I mean port 2 is short circuited. So in this case I am applying the current source here. Okay, then this is YA, and this to be short circuited like this. So now it will be I2 here, I1 is coming this way. Okay, so what will be minus I1 over I2? So I can see that I1 will be equal to minus I2, right? So if this is the case, because this direction and this direction will be opposite to each other, so ultimately I1 will be equal to minus I2, and what is this? This will be simply 1. Okay, so what about D? D will be equal to 1. So with this, if the element it is in parallel form, or if it is in shunt way, then what will be simply ABCD parameter? You can simply write ABCD parameter equal to 1, B is 0, C will be that admittance, okay, and D will be 1. So always remember, if any element will be in the shunt form, then the ABCD matrix will be 1 0 and Y into Y and 1. Okay, that is admittance of the element which is connected in parallel way. Now next take the series impedance. So suppose this is my network, and there, let's say this is the network, and in the network series sort of element is connected, and suppose this is my impedance ZA, fine, and here these are my conventions I1, V1, this is I2, and this is V2. Okay, now what is to be obtained the ABCD parameter. So A we know, that is V1 over V2, when here I2 is equal to 0. So here I am applying I1 as a source, I2 is 0, means what, I1 will also be 0, right? So what will be A will be V1, this voltage, and this voltage again it will be same. So what will be A will be V1 over V2, which is V1 which is 1. Okay, as this for this V1 will be equal to V2, and this is the result. Okay, now next calculate a B parameter. So B parameter will be what, minus V1 over I2 when V2 is equal to 0. So V2 is equal to 0 means you will make it short circuit. This will be my voltage source. Here now I am applying voltage source. Okay, this current source, huh? Okay, so apply the V1, which is, this is ZA, then what we are doing, we are short circuiting it, so that V2 has become 0. This is my I2 and this is my I1. Now I would like to get what is V1 by I2. So what will be this? This will be basically 0, right? No, how is 0? No, not 0, because at V2 is equal to 0, I am telling. Okay, so let me calculate what is I2. So what will be I2? I2 will be equal to minus I1, and what will be minus I1? I am applying the voltage source. What will the drop across it divided by ZA? So it will be simply V1 by ZA. Okay, this minus V1 by ZA, right? And with this, what will be V1? V1 will be ZA into I1. Okay, fine. So what will be B value? B value will be now minus V1 already has been considered. So this V1 I2 will be ZA. Okay. Now next, to obtain the C parameter. So C is what? C is I1 over voltage at port 2 and when the circuit is open. So that means if I am applying the current source, okay, this is ZA plus minus and something like this, I have made it open. So this is V2, this will be V1, and this is my I1. Okay, so what will be I1 upon V2? So I1 V1 I1 upon V2, so V2 will be something, but what about I1? As I2 is 0, so here what will happen? I1 will also be 0, right? Means what? C will be equal to 0. Fine. And then what about next? D. So D will be, D how to compute? Minus I1 upon I2. Okay, and when again V2 is 0, means again what is to be done? You make it short circuit. This case. Okay, so if you make it short circuit, then what? This is I2 and I1 upon I2. What will be what? It will be simply I2 will be equal to I1, but in opposite form. So D will be minus I1 over I2. I2 is again which is minus I1, so it will be, it's simply D is equal to 1, right? Because I1 and I2 these are in opposite direction, so the sign, this D which was negative, it will become positive, so simply D is equal to 1. Okay, so with this, what is the matrix of this ABCD parameter? So the matrix of this parameter will be, what is A? A is 1. What is B? B is ZA. C is 0. D is 1. Okay. So this is the ABCD matrix when element is in series. Okay. With this, we'll take it one example. So suppose this is my network. Capacitor, then there is a inductor, then resistor, and then connected like this. Okay, and let me connect the source here, which will be Vi. This will be my II, and I'll put it some numbers for element. It is 1 ohm, 1 farad, 1 Henry, and it is half farad. Sorry, not half ohm, and this is basically I naught and given as V out. So question is find out V out by V in. Okay, and use the T parameter here, that is ABCD parameter. Okay, so let us find the ABCD parameters. So before that, what to do? You just divide it into cascade form. So for each element, let's say this is one subnetwork, this is second, this is, let's say, third, and obviously this is my fourth subsystem. Okay, so individually you write the ABCD parameters for each element and then you multiply it. That will be the resultant. As we know, the ABCD parameter basically again can be formed or can be obtained by the multiplication of the ABCD parameters of other subnetworks. Okay, so for that, if I'll consider this, so this is the element in series, and we know what is that ABCD matrix. It is 1. If the element is in series, then what is the matrix? 1 ZA, then what next? 0 and 1. Similarly, what was for Y? If the, what was the matrix, ABCD matrix, if the element is in shunt form, it will be 1 0 YA, that is admittance, and it is 1. Okay, so let us calculate ABCD parameter quickly. So ABCD parameters, which will be, I can calculate as VI into, second is II, which is the multiplication of it. So what is for it? It will be 1. What is the impedance for this resistor? It is 1. Okay, Z is 1, this 0, this is 1. Next, what I am observing, this is parallel form. So what it will be? 1 0, then admittance. So what is the admittance of 1? It is admittance of 1, admittance of capacitor is CS. So C is 1, so it is S, then it is 1. Okay, what is for this inductive element? It is 1 0, impedance of inductance is SL. Okay, so where will be SL? SL will be here Z, yeah. So this is not 0 basically. Here you can write the impedance of inductor, it is SL, L is 1, so it is simply S. Then what now? This is 0 and this is 1. Then what, this resistor is in parallel form, so it is 1 0. Its admittance means what, its conductance, which is 2, here 1, and then multiply with the output port variables, which are V out and IO. This is minus IO basically. is it, as the direction which has been taken. Okay, as a direction which generally we used to take it this way, but in transmission the direction as they are taking in opposite. Okay, so this let us multiply these two matrices. So what it will be 1 into 1 into s, so it is s plus 1, then this is 1, this is s, this is 1. What about the multiplication of these two? This will be 1 plus 2s, this is s, this is 2 and 1, then multiplied with the vector which is v out with I naught, and then again multiply this two things, so you will get s plus 1 1 plus 2s plus 2, s plus 1 1 plus 2s plus 2, then next you will get s square plus s plus 1, next you will get 2s square plus s plus 2, this is s square plus 1, then this is v out and I naught. Okay, and again you just compare with ABCD, so this is your A, this minus I have mind you, this A, B, C and D. Okay, so you solve this also, so it will be 2s square plus 3s plus 3, this is s square plus s plus 1, this is 2s square plus s plus 2, s square plus 1, and which will be v out minus I naught. Okay, so now simply you want to write what is v out upon v in, so this is what vi and ii. Okay, so vi you can write as 2s square plus 2 3s plus 3 into v out plus or minus s square plus s plus 1 into I naught. Okay, and I want v out by vs, so it will be 1 over 2s square plus 3s plus 3, and whatever you want you can compute. If you want I naught upon vi, so it will be minus 1 over s square plus s plus 1. You can also write ii, which will be equal to 2s square plus s plus 2 into v out minus s square plus 1 into I naught, and if I would like to find out v out by ii, I can write 1 over 2s square plus s plus 2, and similarly if I would like to find out io upon ii at v out is equal to 0, so which will be minus 1 over s square plus 1. So in this way you can find out the different parameters. Okay, so also we can find out the transfer function using, that is the transfer function using ABCD parameters. Okay, fine. Now next will be the inverse ABCD parameters. This fourth parameter is inverse ABCD or inverse T parameters. So basically from ABCD you can calculate the inverse T parameters also. Okay. So let me write for the inverse T parameters. So here the dependent variables will be now V2 and I2. Okay. And now independent variables will be V1 and I1. Okay. So from that I can write V2 is equal to, suppose A prime V1 minus B dash I1, and I2 will be C dash V1 minus D dash I1. Okay, and this A dash B dash C dash D dash you can obtain from the ABCD parameter, because as you know the ABCD parameters are V1 I1, which was A minus B, C minus D. If I am taking negative sign here, so what will happen here will be V2 and I2, and now I want in terms of V2 and I2, so this will be V2 I2 which will be now A minus B, C minus D, its inverse into V1 with I1, and this inverse you can take it out as here minus D, this is B, that is all the adjoint. Okay, so the here minus C, okay, and this is A, and divided by determinant, so determinant is minus AD plus BC, so BC minus AD, okay, into the vector V1 and I1. Okay, so with this, what is my A dash? A dash will be minus D upon determinant, which is BC minus AD. If I would like to B dash can be calculated as B upon BC minus AD. C dash will be computed from minus C upon BC minus AD, and D dash can be computed as A upon BC minus AD. Okay, so this way you can compute the inverse T parameters also, and once you know the inverse T parameters, you can compute the T parameters. Okay, and the condition for the reciprocity also same. There it was for ABCD, it was AD minus BC, which was 0, and now for this case it will be A dash D dash minus B dash C dash will be equal to not 0, sorry, it is 1. Okay, so this way, this is the way to compute the inverse T parameters. Now next is hybrid parameters. Okay, why it is hybrid parameters? Because here sometimes I am using the short circuit, open circuit, both the thing. That's why this is simply the name, or again other name. Generally these parameters are mostly used in the transistor circuits analysis, and this is also called as H parameters. Okay, and for that, what will be my dependent variable and independent variable? So let me define that. So dependent variables will be V1 and I2, and independent variables will be I1 and V2. Okay, so from that I can write dependent variable V1 is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. Okay, and next is I2, so I2 will be H21 I1 plus H22 V2, or in matrix form also I can write V1 I2 will be equal to H11 H12 H21 and H22. This is I1 and V2. Okay, now let us calculate the individual parameters. So for that, if I would like to compute H11, so H11 will be V1 over I1 when V2 is equal to 0. Means what here I am doing? I am short circuiting port 2 and measuring V1 and I1. Okay, similarly also H21 can be obtained as I2 over I1 when V2 is equal to 0. Okay, so what is H11? This is your short circuit driving point impedance, is it not? And what about this? This will be short circuit transfer current ratio. Here dimensionless, right? This is having the dimension impedance, this is dimensionless. So this will be short circuit parameters. Now what to do? I would like to obtain what will be my H12. So H12 can be obtained as V1 over V2 when I1 will be 0, and similarly H22 will be obtained as I2 upon V2 when I1 will be 0. So here I1 will be 0 means I'll open circuit port 1 and measure this I2 V1. I1 is 0 here. Okay, so this is my open circuit parameters because I am applying the current source I know V2 here. Okay, so for that, what will be H12? V1 upon V2. And what is this? This is again dimensionless. So this is the transfer voltage ratio. Okay, and what about here? It is I2 V2. So this is open circuit driving point admittance. Okay, so this is having the dimension, this is dimensionless. So it mix of the dimensions and dimensionless, and hence the new name is given as the hybrid or H parameter. Okay, now just again let us see the condition for the reciprocity here. So just assume that my network is reciprocal. So for that I have to calculate what is V1 by I2 and what is V2 by I1. Okay, so this will be V1 by I2 when V2 is equal to 0 and V2 by I1 when V1 is equal to 0, and we know V1 is H11 I1 plus H12 V2, and this will be I2 will be H21 I1 plus H22 V2. Fine. So now put it V2 is equal to 0. So if V2 is equal to 0, then what I'll get it, V1 will be equal to H11 I1 from this equation 1, and I2 will be equal to H21 I1. Okay, so now I1, what I want, V1 I2. So I1 will be I2 upon H21. So V1 over I2 will be H11 over H21. Okay, because I1 you can put it as I2 upon H21. Okay, this done. Now let me calculate V2 upon I1 for V1 is equal to 0. So if V1 is equal to 0, what about this? This will become H11 I1 plus H12 V2, and here I2 will be equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2. And what I want V2 upon I1, so I can take the help from first equation only, so which will be H12 V2 is equal to minus H11 I1, and I1, I made a mistake, I1. Okay, so V2 upon I1 will be minus H11 upon H12, and if the reciprocal condition satisfy, then equation 1 and equation 2 will be same, and from that I can write H11 over H21 will be equal to minus H11 over H12. So here you can see that H12 will not be equal to H21, but it will be the negative sign, minus H21. Okay, so H12 will be equal to minus H21. Similarly, you can do it for similarity property also. Fine. So this way you can compute the H parameter. So the examples which we have taken, that for that also you can find out the H parameter. Simply find out V1 I1 for each element for the network, and correspondingly you will get all the parameters, all the H parameters. Okay. Now next, sixth parameter is the inverse H parameter. Inverse inverse H parameters, and that can be obtained as, now here what will be dependent variable? Dependent variable will be I1 and V2, and independent variables will be V1 and I2. So from that I can write I1 will be equal to inverse H parameter, also called as it is G parameters. Okay, so I1 will be equal to G11 V1 plus G12 I2, and it is V2 is equal to G21 V1 plus G22 I2. Okay, and from that you can calculate G11, which will be I1 over V1 when V2 is equal to 0. Sorry, I2, this is I2, no? I2 is equal to 0. I2 is equal to 0. Then G12 I'll get it I1 upon I2 when V1 is equal to 0. That means this is short circuit, this is open circuit. Now G21 will be this is G21 will be now V2 over V1 when I2 is 0, and similarly G22 will be V2 upon I2 when V1 is equal to 0. Okay, so this is basically what this is: short circuit, reverse transfer current ratio. This is what this is: the driving point impedance. This is what this is: driving point admittance, and this is what this is: the transfer function voltage ratio. Okay. Also, G parameters can be obtained from H parameters by taking the inverse, because for H parameters what we know is that so let us write the H parameters in matrix form. So this will be V1 I1, which were a dependent, V1 I2, which were dependent variables for H parameters, and the parameters are H11, H12, H21, H22 with independent variables as I1, V2. Now what I want inverse parameters, so you do the inverse of it. So it will be I1, V2, you pre-multiply with this matrix, so it will become H11, H12, H21, H22, its inverse into V1, I2, and from that you can compute the inverse. We know that adjoint of this matrix divided by determinant. So what is the adjoint? Adjoint will be H22, this will be sine of minus H1, this is minus H21, and this will be H11 divided by determinant, and determinant is H11, H22 minus H12, H21 with V1 and I2 as the independent variables. Okay, and this will be nothing but H22 determinant of H minus H12 determinant of H parameter minus H21 determinant of H parameter, similarly H11 determinant of H parameter multiplied with V1 and I2. So this will be my now G11, which is G11 will be H22 delta H, G12 will be minus H12 delta H, G21 will be minus H21 delta H, similarly G22 also. Okay, so thus you can compute the parameters or different parameters for the networks. Okay, so let us summarize all the parameters which we have been studied. And for the numerical example, you can take it circuit and correspondingly you can find out what we have done for the Z parameter, admittance parameter, that is short circuit parameter, and the ABCD parameter, that way. Okay, fine. So let us summarize everything. These are, suppose, the name of the parameters. This is not correct. Name of the parameters. Then there will be the functions which are dependent. Then there will be independent variables. Okay, dependent variables, independent variables, and what are the equations. Okay, so first parameter let me call as open circuit parameter. Okay, So what are the dependent variables here? V1, V2, and that you are expressing in I1 comma I2. And what are the equations? Equations will be V1 is equal to open circuit Z parameter, so Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2, and for second V2 was Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Okay, this is open circuit parameter. Now let us find out the short circuit parameter, and for that what are the dependent variables? Now dependent variables will be I1 I2, which will be expressed in terms of V1 V2, means independent variables are V1 V2. And what are the equations? I1 is Y11 V1 plus Y12 V2. Second equation I2 is Y21 V1 plus Y22 V2. So this is short circuit parameter, or called Y parameter. Then next, T parameter, or called transmission parameter. This is basically the application parameter. So transmission parameter, T parameter, or ABCD parameter. So here dependent variables are V1 I1, independent variable, that this you are expressing in terms of V2 comma I2. And what are the equations? The V1 will be A V2 minus B I2. And what about I1? I1 is C V2 minus D I2. So this is your ABCD parameter, this is Y parameter, this is Z parameter. Okay. Then next is inverse tree parameter, or inverse transmission parameter. So for that, what is inverse transmission parameter here? So it will be V2 I2. Now the dependent variables and independent variables are V1 I1. And what is the equation for this? Equation for this is V2 will be equal to A dash V1 minus B dash I1. Similarly for I2 it is C dash V1 minus D dash I1. So this is inverse ABCD parameter. Okay. Now what next? Let us write for hybrid parameters. So for hybrid parameters, also called as H parameters, and for that what are the dependent variables, which are V1 comma I2, independent variables are I1 comma V2. Okay, and V1 will be H11, the equation is V1 is H11 I1 plus H12 V2, and I2 current in port 2 will be equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2. And what about inverse H parameter, that is inverse hybrid parameter, which is basically G parameter. And for that case, what is the dependent variable? Will be I1 V2, independent variable is V1 I2, means this you are expressing in terms of this. And what is the equation? I1 will be G11 V1 plus G12 I2, and this is V2 is equal to G21 V1 plus G22 I2. Okay. So this way, these are the various parameters, the dependent variables, what we are using it, what are the independent variables, and what are the equations. And with this you can compute the parameters by either doing short circuiting or open circuit of the network, and compute the parameters. So there are again advanced parameters, so this is out of the scope. So here I am stopping. Thank you very much.